Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program for you, they bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I am going to start with tonight's show. So I thought I just doing press conference today ahead of the match we will play on Sunday with Manchester United. So you get one answer we give. We'll be say about transfers. I won't use as the thumbnail, as the major news of the night. Then later we will enter the press conference after we address this one because now in between the questions. Now, they ask them about the type of profile of player where we want recruits for January, where we want bring in. Now, something interests me about the question. They don't ask them whether I want buy because they assume say we won't buy. And ask themselves, no, say they need to buy. So the question was, which type of profile did I define? Now, Adida said, we are not just looking to buy for buying sake. We want to bring somebody that is going to immediately impact our squad, our performance. Somebody that is going to be bringing something we don't have. Now be waiting at that I use the mouth to talk. Because me, I still believe, say, they are looking out. They are looking, searching. All this linking where they hear. Truth they there. There's an atom of truth. They are searching for somebody that will bring us to the promised land, but maybe they never really see, or the ones who then see the prize. Oh, lost okay, it go high. So they are still searching the fact. I think let's just dive into the press conference and get it out of the way. Now, here's everything I thought I had to say. This transcripts, you can find it on Arsenal website. Now, on the importance of the FA Cup we'll go play this season. It's a massive part of our history. We've won it 14 times, and it's a competition very attached to us. It's a beautiful game to play against a massive club and a very special occasion as well, with the amount of supporters that they are going to be bringing, because Manchester United will carry 8,000 supporters come for the Emirates Stadium. So it's going to be a very big game. Now, on whether the final we I win for 2020, now in best day in management, the memory of winning something and celebrating and sharing it with your people is the ultimate goal. I will never forget the process and the people that you meet. But overall, I have great memories about this competition. Now, on what you think about Ruben Amorim, we'll just skip that one, Jerry. Now, on the difficulty of turning a club's fortunes around mid-season, every manager, when he's appointed, is for a reason, but the reasons can be different. Sometimes it's just to improve a football team and get more performance out of certain players. Sometimes it is to transform to the football club. That's totally different dimension of a job. And if I have to relate to mine at that time, it was more towards that than the previous one I mentioned. Now, on the profile, then they ask another question. On the profile of player, he looks to recruit in the January transfer window. I think I said, first of all, someone that can impact the team. Bringing in bodies doesn't help. Like, nobody just to go sign anybody for signing sake. It doesn't help anybody. It's just about somebody who can immediately impact our performance and can bring something that we don't have. To find that in the market is very, very difficult to achieve. Do you think that is true? Or do you think that is a lie? The truth is, based on current trends, and how clubs they carry prices of their players go times 2, times 3. Okay, look at this, what I'm hearing this evening now from research. Manchester United are placing 100 million on Kobe Mainoo because Chelsea they're interested. 100 million. How does that make sense? Kobe Mainoo, we didn't start 100 million. So Kobe Mainoo and the Clarice now they share the same value. Even Casado United they share the same values. That goes to show you how exaggerated the market is. It's just quite sad. Quite unfortunate. Well, let's move on. Now, on how he'll get more out of the players to improve our cutting edge. So I think that if you look at a sample of a game or 2 or 3, that's a very small sample. You cannot use that. We don't use short samples because they don't correlate to the team performance when you look at a year or 2. And the team performance scores, the amount of players that are involved, there's no discussion that we have to focus on our players. Okay? With that being said, now what will be the discussions about recruitment? We always have discussions with the ones that about above about how we can improve the team, whether the market is open or closed, because you have to plan for what the necessities are right now and what that could be in a month. those discussions are always open. Make I take a gaming and others. We always have discussion with the ones above, which means we and the Kronkes they talk because now the Kronkes now they above. The Kronkes and the board and they above say they are in constant discussion on how like what to do. You get, so let's move on. On if a forward is a priority area, it's a no. The circumstance change because we have certain injuries for some big players. So it's always a possibility, but always it's about somebody that is really, really going to make us much better. You see why? I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. I said our priority now is to bring in a winger for Bukayo Saka no day. You get. And at the same time, I think that they talk now because before then, our major priority was striker. But when you look at the market trend, you will see say it could be easier for us to get in. Like more just the realistic. Not because striker not important to. But when be like saying that we talk this actually say we don't need striker again. No, let's get it right. If you look at the market trends now, you find out that we have a higher probability of getting a winger than getting a center forward. Let's call a spade, because look at the wingers where they're available. You don't really hear winger where they're available. They linked to all the Loresane, Kingsley Coman, and all these kind of people. Now you don't hear anybody they talk say 100 million. All those kind of ridiculous figures, because most of all these people be say they don't already run down their contract for their parents' club and they want to leave. So the possibility of us really getting them at a cheaper rate, because factor in the fact that we don't have money, factor in that. So when you look at all these variables and you put them on the table, you say our priorities not just static, it is quite dynamic. It change according to the circumstances of your club. When you look at the injuries we have, you see that a winger will easily dive into the Emirates Stadium before you center forward. But more just to watch. I like the fact that they are still looking, they are still searching. So anyone will then give us, we no get choice now. We'll take her. You get. Now on the FA Cup ball, the type of ball we don't use. Remember, say I told you the ball we don't use for the FA Cup is going to be quite different from what we experience with the Puma ball for the Carabao Cup and what they use for the EPL. Now I think that say maybe it will make a good difference. We adapt in the Champions League, because I think I can confirm the Champions League ball said they're different, but we adapt to that one. So we adapted to Champions League as it is different. If you are relating to the question I got the other day about the ball and what I said, everybody is different. The Champions League ball is different grip, different flights, different feeling. That's it. It's not an excuse. It's a reality. Every pitch is different. The weather conditions are changing in football. That's the beauty of it. That's it. We adapt to that, and I never use it as an excuse. You've been able to they talk the other day where the Telegraph go do their sensationalism, come talk and say, hey, Ateta is blaming the loss because of the new ball. It gets, whereas Ateta never said we lost because of the ball. No. You just let everybody know, say the ball, know how. The ball, it get a different feel. It's not something we are used to. Obviously, it will affect performance, but that's not entirely the reason we lost. We lost because we were not clinical enough. Ateta said it. So I like the fact that today he can clarify the more it gets. Now, on the importance of wearing a NMR shirt, say it's great because we have so many people that who put in so much. I might leave that one. Now, on Manchester United having 8,000 fans on Sunday, he said we have to be noisier than Man U gets. More on the front foot, certainly more than them. It's a special occasion to create that atmosphere. I think it's a beautiful football atmosphere. So let's actually make it our own, according to what's Ateta the talk. All right, on if playing in a different kit changes preparation, because if you watch now, this is a match I want to play, we'll wear whites because the government campaign, all this knife crime, we do our campaign against knife crime, because they say for UK, they sharp people like say tomorrow no they with knife. You get UK and knife problem they get, American a gun problem. So we do campaign against all those crimes, so we'll be wearing white. So in case on Sunday if you see us wear white, may nobody surprise say which kind of jersey be this one. So that's what it just be. So I think that's it does change. It's something we are used to. I think it's for the right reason, the right motive, and let's use it in the right way. Now, on Neto, say this Neto will buy, will loan, collect now loan now, bring. The guy they cup tied for Carabao Cup. We no really use him for Carabao Cup. We never use him for EPL. He never get in debut since we buy him. So for this FA Cup now, he's not cup tied, which means he's eligible to play. Now they call ask Ateta whether the Neto will feature for this game. You get. I think that when they explain, say that's always for the players who have not played many minutes. Now, in his case as well, because he was cup tied in the Carabao Cup and David Raya has done so well, we will decide if he's going to play, what's the best option, because historically, cup competitions have changed a lot. When you look at last week, the lineups years ago were completely different, and everybody has to be available and ready to play. And what I think that they talk now true. People now don't they take cup competition serious. They don't see them as a low-hanging fruit, possible avenue to win trophies. You get, so if we look at lineup we said we put out, you get, where our opponents said put out, everybody they go strong. You get, so I will not be surprised. This match we will play against Manchester United on Sunday, we will go strong also, and Man U might go strong. Although I don't hear news about Manchester United goalkeeper though. Oh, get there, Sha. We'll cross that bridge. So I think I don't explain. Say, well, it is what it is now. On if our form in front of goal is a cause for concern. I think I say we are the team that has scored the most goals in the calendar year in the Premier League. So that can be a problem. Yes, truly. In the calendar year of 2024, nobody scored more than us now. That's a fact. Take it to the bank and withdraw money with it. But we have a goal scoring problem, a chance conversion problem. Now the question, like, make I even see before I say what I want to say. Let me look at the next question where they ask her. You get, make I look at the next question. You see, next question now Odegaard. Let me go out of this. If say Nami did there, the follow-up question will forgive Ateta now. But una know they score most of the chances, so una the creates. That should have been the next logical line of questioning, not to change the entire line of questioning. Because if a manager is putting forward an assertion, even though it's a factual, like it is correct, factually, say yes in 2024, you can brag, say 2024, now we score past anybody. If I can say, but Baba, for Newcastle match, na crisis chances na no score. For so match, na crisis chances na no score. For that match, na crisis chances na no score. How can you say, how can you say you don't have a problem with goal scoring? But what do I know? So now waiting there for ask Ateta, because the truth is, Arsenal have a problem with conversion, chance conversion. In as much as we don't have a problem with chance creation, but chance conversion is a problem. Why we are clamoring for Isaac? Because these players, they have a knack for scoring high number of goals, which means their goal, or rather their chance conversion rate is high than what we are used to. But they don't ask on that one. Now, on Martin Odegaard's goal scoring return this season. So Baba say there are moments, sometimes, and probably sustaining his form over the last couple of seasons, and that's again when you go to probability and when you go to samples. Sustaining an attacking midfielder to score 15 goals, maybe 2 years ago, it doesn't happen. It hasn't happened in 15 years, so we are very aware of that on the other side of the coin. So he's trying very hard. He had some big chances, we missed some opportunities. Just help him and make sure that he's confident to take the shots when he needs to, and because he's so good at it. Because when was the last time Odegaard scored? These are the issues. Now, on if we have been reliant on Bukayo Saka and Odegaard playing together, I say it can be an element of that. Odegaard came back from an injury, and the first week or two, you have that extra energy. And then you play every 3 days. He was ill as well for over a week, and that plays a part. So there's a lot of circumstances. Obviously, it's inevitable to think that when you have such a chemistry with a player, you are not together next to each other, you are not going to notice that something is different. That is why I said Bukayo Saka not playing for Arsenal don't reduce the intensity, the energy, the drive, the excitement. What will they see from Odegaard? It is show. If Odegaard no day, it is show for where Saka day. Now the Saka no day, obviously, it is show. That's why in the morning I was mentioning the fact that people forget. With Saka, we have a high win ratio. Without Saka, that win ratio will drop drastically. Is there evidence with the CM? So that's part of it. But I think the easiest answer for this question, where they ask Ateta say, on if we have been reliant on Bukayo Saka and Odegaard playing together, the truth is yes. But Ateta will never tell you that because he's a manager. Everybody tell you say, will it depend on only Odegaard? But the factual truth is, when you look at the way Arsenal play, you know that most of our hit map, the intensity of our hit map, now on the right side, and who they cause that hits to the fire snowball. Now Odegaard and Bukayo Saka, and maybe Julian Simba even play there. Now there the hits they did, but I think that based on who we be, we'll come as a content and say, not true. They depend on these 2 players. So that's what that one said just be. Now moving forward, they call it ask Ateta another question on winning the FA Cup in 2020. Oh, man, skip that one. On the motivation to win a trophy in front of fans. So he said that's what we want. Some taste is not the same. So like we won the Community Shield a few times out, we won the big ones, and we won the big ones in front of our fans. Yes, I quite agree with you. Now, on implementing his own style when he first joined, without many training sessions, because now what Ruben Amorim they face now, he tried to coach the Man U team to play 3-2-4-1, and they very, very easy. So even at that, they say Ruben Amorim moving there better than him, because Amorim already the coach before he come Man U. He no coach anywhere, he be assistant. So Amorim get more experience than him at that time. So he's in a place, and we know the COVID. We are not in COVID, because I actually watched the video. So noticing a normal intonation based on the Spanish heritage. Now, on noticing any difference in Manchester United when they played Liverpool, because Manchester United played with a new vigor and excitement. They played like they've never played before. They're like somebody that has something to die for, because of the rivalry between Manchester United and Liverpool. I think Man U have won 20 trophies and Liverpool have won 19 trophies. That's why most Man U legend, no one made Liverpool win this time around. Make it be 2020. They no can't get anything to brag over Liverpool again. So that's that about that. Now, you say it's true. They played a little bit differently with the personnel that they used, the location of certain players, the characteristics of the players that they had dictate what they do, where they are, have more threats on both sides to fit and in behind, because in the end, that's what determines the behaviors of a team. It's different the last few weeks to when we played them at home. So I'm expecting a few different things. Yes. That's why in the morning I say this Manchester United, they might come and set up differently. If you watch, the last time we played, the Butcher no play. And who else no play? I think Bruno Fernandes. I can't remember, but I don't say then some of their key players no play the last time we met. Either Bruno and the Butcher, you get. But this time around, everybody is going to be available. So if you think that maybe we'll not them 2-0 that time, it's going to be an entirely different game. Now we don't know the type of Manchester United team will turn up. Is it the Man U team that played against Liverpool, or the Man U team where Ipswich play against, or where some other small teams play, where they get a result against them? We don't really know the type. But then the one with Bournemouth snack 3-0. We don't know the one we will turn up. So more just the watch as everything be. Now, away from that, so they call the ask him on waiting Ian Wright talk about the board helping out Mikel Arteta, that the board should do something, that you can see that this man needs help. So come out and help him. So they ask him. In fact, another question why they expect say they're supposed to ask Arteta now, the thing where the Daily Mail post about Edu Gaspar not happy with Mikel Arteta, you get. So I didn't see that question, so I don't know why they didn't try to at least ask him. Some people they say, hey, Sachu said Edu Gaspar debunker. I said, okay, send me because me I like deal with evidence. I know they come post talk just talk. You get. I like source. I said, go show me a source. They send me to one page, one Facebook page. Just like me now, just imagine say I come from our page and I just post Edu Gaspar says it's a lie. That's all. No link to anywhere, no link to Edu Gaspar. I said that's not a source. Yeah. So till today, I've scoured everywhere on the internet and never see any news debunking it. That aside. Now, for this board matter, I think I can say, okay, may I read the question? On Ian Wright's comments on needing help from the board to score goals. Arteta said, I have so much support from the board, and I continue to have it. And we are all sitting and willing to do the same, just to win the maximum amount of football matches in the way we will play and achieve ultimately the goals that we want to achieve, which is to win trophies. This support continues to be there. You get. Now what's in talk? Now, on people always telling him what to do. Okay, before that, let's just deal with this. Now, you see, if you watch the video, Arteta said there are some limitations. I watched the video. Arteta said there are some limitations for these board comments. However, for the transcripts, for Arsenal website, they omitted that. They altered the transcripts because I watched the video. And now part of the things I want to say, yes, you see, Arteta, they defend the board, but at the end of the day, there are still some limitations. And part of that limitations, 9 be the 1% where they talk, say, okay, the board needs to step in. And really, when you come to look at it, if you are expecting Arteta to come outside in the public domain and say, yeah, so what's in the right talk now, true, the board is not supporting me, but you go wait till eternity. It will never happen. You get it's unheard of. Unless some kind of manager will get some kind of authority like the Mourinho's of our time, the Contes of our time. Now those kind of people now go fit come outside, talk their minds, and say what happen, won't sack me, I'll resign. If I can resign. So but I don't get that clout yet. He hasn't won anything. So he's very, very humble. So that aside, now on pundits, because they're going to ask and say, Yara they talk, Martin Keown they talk, this one they talk, different Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville, everybody they advise you on what, like many times go say, Sachus go report say, Yara talk say, make Ateta go sign so and so, make Ateta go do this, Emmanuel Petit go come outside, make Ateta do this, make Ateta do that. When they ask them, all these people will they always advise you on what you need to do. What do you think about these people? Ateta say that's their job, to have an opinion and to present them. For me, it's not a problem. I don't really have a problem. You get, and like our work, our job is to present the news to you and offer some analysis in part of the news. And most of the time, we advise the club on what to do. But that one don't mean say the club will just listen to everybody they talk, can't take them into the implementer. No, if that's something that makes sense, they will try it. If it doesn't really make any sense, they won't. Okay, so it is what it is. So that brings the end of Mikel Arteta's press conference ahead of the match we will play against Manchester United on Sunday. Now let's shift gears. There's a drama unfolding in La Liga. La Liga are not happy with the Sports Council, where talk say made Barcelona register Dani Olmo and Paul Victor. First off, the chain reaction started when Atletico Madrid released the statement, an open letter to the La Liga. They say breaking. Atletico Madrid releases a statement against Barcelona. Club Atletico de Madrid wishes to express its deep concern regarding the situation that has arisen in Spanish football following the decision made this Wednesday by the Superior Sports Council. We believe that this decision endangers the current system, calling into question the rules in the game. Without clear and equal rules for all, a fair competition is not possible, because it can't be like, say, maybe the Sports Council can't be biased. They can't support Barcelona, even though they go against the rule. They don't register the player on time. They can't give them order. See me, they go register them. Now, La Liga is aggrieved, you guys, because La Liga say the Sports Council, back a carry case can't give una. Una not hear from us. At least you go hear from both sides. One person come into you now give an injunction, an interim order. Say when the person go register. So now the La Liga, they want to appeal that decision. The thing a very big drama, because they say La Liga wants to cancel Dani Olmo's registration and wants to do so by going to court and appealing against the council decision, reports TV3. So interesting times ahead, but we'll see how all these things will go, and we'll just watch. Like, I don't know, like it's dramatic. Let's just be watching now. Like I told you, I was listening to Ruben Amorim, the coach of Manchester United. So for the match we go play against them, they say Onana no go play. Now the coach take him out talking. You get, say one rest some players, Onana will not be involved. Then say then go use Baginder, gets one of the other goalkeepers. See that one go play. This news it can't make social media cash fire today, Twitter cash fire, because everybody come the para say, in fact, may Manchester United no come and play the match again. Say how can they come and play this kind of thing? This kind of guy. Say Arsenal go knock them blue and black. Arsenal go do this, Arsenal go do that. It is what it is. My own go say maybe they come and play the Baginder again. Because also in quality no go they like Onana, and it will help us to actually knock them for the Emirates Stadium. Now, I think it's a fine place for us to bring you our first message from one of our sponsors, Moby Wealth Associates and Co. Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. And if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on 08064642234, and they're located at number 7, Kennywood Road, Oreazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. All right, so away from that, the London Evening Standard give us a breaking news today. Now, the funny thing is, nobody the London Evening Standard break this news. I don't already see this thing coming. London Evening Standard breaker, the Metro breaker. Some other people say breaker. So they say Arsenal make shock call. Sky Sports says Sky Sports Italia, and they have to carry the story. Everybody call the carrier. They say Arsenal make shock call over Marcus Rashford deal. Now, there are reports beginning to circulate this afternoon that Arsenal have made shock contacts with Manchester United over a potential deal for Marcus Rashford. Italian journalist Massimo Marianella has apparently told Calcio Mercato and through Original Live program on Sky Italia, that's Sky Sports Italia, that the Gunners have made a call to the Premier League rivals over the once-away England striker. In fact, it's even suggested that the valuation of the player is very, very cheap. You get, and it has been placed on Rashford, although I'm not clear which club comes from him, because The last I checked, the major people with in this deal, na AC Milan. Last I checked, na AC Milan carry the matter for head. They don't already sell one of their player, no Okafor, to create space. So, and if you watch, early on this January, when anytime they go to say players Arsenal can buy, they don't always put Rashford name there. Players Arsenal can go for, they don't always put Rashford name. I don't know what I say. This guy really they put in name. I mean, I don't even like him. You get, but I don't just like him. But now they report it. I don't know what I like. How do you feel hearing Arsenal being linked to somebody like Rashford? You get, with the type of form when they, especially when they hear Ateta, they say we want somebody that will come in and uplift us, somebody that will come and give us immediate impact, somebody that's going to bring in something we don't have. Is it Rashford that's going to be bringing it? Now, Arsenal, London Evening Standard, they are planning Trossard talks. These Trossard talks, they already hear earlier reports say they don't give Trossard contracts. Trossard here and say no once. So they give him another one. Say that one, the money too small. You get, but they give him another one. So we'll just watch out that one. They go, now another one will come off me. Pata pata. And the reports why they hear say Joshua Zirkzee say no one go again. So Joshua Zirkzee makes transfer decision. This report is coming from the Daily Independent. Say no one go again. Manchester United have reportedly been informed that Joshua Zirkzee doesn't want to stay at the club again. Now, according to Sky Sports Germany, because now Independent Post time they give attribution to Sky Sports Germany. So Sky Sports Germany the report say Zirkzee has no intention of leaving and is determined to prove himself as he believes in his abilities. The 23-year-old has scored just 4 goals. Now, everything they make sense to me because if you check the current trends now, Juventus, they are highly serious. In fact, they are the front runners to sign Randal Kolo Muani. There's a reason, probably internally. Zirkzee don't tell Thiago say, Baba, respect. I don't say that be my former coach for Bologna, but that I don't me say if you just come here, I got the run, they come. You get, on our projects, not really make sense. You get, so probably that's what happened because Juve carry Kolo Muani for head now. You get, Juve, Tottenham Hotspur, even the same Manchester United, 3 of them, now 3-way streets. They drag Ugo fi sign that and that Kolo Muani on loan. So that's the issue now. So I don't just know how this. Just imagine you have Rasmus Højlund, you have Joshua Zirkzee, and you want to bring in Randal Kolo Muani. How do you make all these people happy for the remainder of the season? So I don't really know. Now another question we'll go ask. I don't see many people asking, like in the media, is if Joshua Zirkzee does not move and Juventus does not get Randal Kolo Muani, is that going to hamper us from getting Vlahovic? So in another area where myself I look at because if to say they figure this Zirkzee now here, this Vlahovic no be more so we'll go buy her. If still loan now. We'll be still loan now from now to the end of the season. A loan an option to buy or obligation to buy. That one an option we did there. But let's just keep our fingers crossed. Today at 10. So time still day to see how things they go on. So Barcelona said they don't hear the plea of Araujo. So they don't sanction and say yes. Araujo is on the market officially now. So because Arsenal began interest, based on say they need defensive reinforcement, likewise winger reinforcement and striker reinforcement. So nobody else, Juventus also now then they lead. They don't discuss with Barca, they are discussing with the player. So now then be the front runners. So because if now you be around yourself, you go on go where you get chance to play regularly. If Araujo come Arsenal now in bench go long, Ajay go sit down on bench first. Saliba Magalhaes, first choice, go sit down on bench. So that one said go hamper him. So and you can't be running from Barcelona where you're not playing and now coming to Arsenal where you might not play again. Now frying pan to fire, that don't make sense. Now they say Barcelona are ready to sanction the immediate sale of a world-class Arsenal target, and while the Gunners are weighing up a bid, they face stiff competition from Juventus, according to reports. So that one they don't establish. Juventus now carry the matter for head. Now, okay, I think the same report from the Daily Canon, they also carry the same story about Araujo. Now, Jorginho, remember in the morning, I think it was Chris Whitley that told us that Arsenal they don't offer Jorginho to Palmeiras. Now they say Jorginho agents don't already they speak with Palmeiras now. So it's looking like Arsenal want to sell him in January to raise some money. So that I know will go for free. Now the Metro say Jorginho in talks over Arsenal exit as agent speaks with club. Now when you read the entirety of this particular report, they say Arsenal midfielder Jorginho has received an approach from Palmeiras, according to reports in Brazil. When you read towards the ending of the report, they say according to ESPN Brazil, Jorginho's representatives has held talks with Brazilian side Palmeiras, although for now, no concrete proposal has been put forward. So, more just to watch. But really, does it make sense to sell Jorginho now? Unless maybe you want to sell him, use the money, bring in somebody. But if now something like maybe the woman that is selling Kate and I don't bring anybody, they sell them Miss Petrol and I don't bring anybody. Come on, Fabio and nobody coming. It no go really make sense. So now doing me I see him. But more just see now at the end of the day, once we don't reach February 1, we can't take stock of how our transfer window go. That's why I never really want to talk much, you guys, because deals can still happen, time still day. If you know Arsenal don't really activate for beginning of window, you don't really activate, you get. So I just the same pay, I just watch them. So now after the window, we'll take stock, get. We'll see whether we really do anything or we not do anything. Now away from that, so sports mode. Can they talk about Barcelona wanting Thomas Partey and everything? And what the likes of Charles Watts they talk, because Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey is yet to hold talks with the Gunners over a new contract, but the January exit is off the card because what to say, it don't really make sense. How Arsenal will sell Partey for January? Like, who does that? So it don't make any sense. Now, when you read further down the report, you'll see where what to say. I can't see it. Like, I can't see there's another way that they will do business for Partey in January. What said? There's no point. You are not going to get much money. Okay, for example, I want to sell Thomas Partey. He has like 6 months left on his contract. How much you feel say a buying club go pay? Can you get 15 million? Can you get 20 million? 6 months left on his contract. So it don't really make any sense. Yes. So unless somebody came in with a ridiculous offer that you had to accept from a business point of view, like if somebody comes in and gives us 30 million for Partey, Arsenal go cash in. Without fans like him or not, to go cash in. So that's just the truth. So the way we see things. Now, away from that, okay, I think I've spoken about our wearing white because the Independent also carried the story. Even Talk Sports carried the same story on why Arsenal will be wearing white. So now, because of the knife crime that they do for England, so they will get campaigned against them. So away from that, so I think it's a fine place for us to bring you our second message from our second sponsor. So tonight's video is powered by Stina Imperial Collections. They're a brand that you can trust for high quality products and leather products made with genuine leather. They make products such as belts, wallets, shoes, and slippers. So if you're interested in their products, you can call them on 081-3927-3778 for any of their products. Now, away from that, so the question I asked Ruben Amorim about Odegaard. So Baba say, almost Odegaard now very, very good player. I say, if Odegaard they play for Arsenal, it go like they uplift the way we Arsenal they play. And if you know they, like you go know Arsenal is a different team when they are not playing without Odegaard. So when in day for Sporting Lisbon, when they play against Arsenal, so Odegaard no play. And you know say Arsenal played a bit differently. Say expect say Odegaard now like he spoke so well about Odegaard, maximum respect. So by the Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night, that the fact Mikel Arteta they talk about our incoming, how would the players what would they look for this January? They say we're looking for somebody that can immediately impact our performance, somebody that will bring something that we don't have. So it not be just to sign. We don't want to sign for signing sake. We're looking for a person who say even coming, you go feel the impact. Get now what's Baba talk well? No, leave him. Get my throat's on the dry. So by the Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So it's like come your way tomorrow morning till then. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now good night and get out. All right, guys. Ciao.